This is video editor Jenny Valier reporting to you on a new study abroad program Mount Mercy has to offer located in Costa Rica.
From the campus of Mount Mercy University, serving the Mount Mercy University community, and brought to you by the staff of the Mount Mercy Times. This is Mount Mercy Times.
Mount Mercy is offering a 4-week program that can be used as credit hours towards the Spanish minor, a global awareness domain, or general electives. To get more information, I interviewed Belkis Suarez.
Students are going to be immersed in the culture. They're going to be taking 2 classes, but they're going to be living with host families, and they're going to be using Spanish the whole time they're there. So it's the best experience they could have. I think everybody should know another language, not only because it opens the whole perspective of life, but also because nowadays knowing English is not enough. And I always say, if you speak English and Spanish, you'll be able to communicate with more than half the population of the world. And now with the world is more globalized, whether we like it or not. And knowing another language is going to be crucial for everybody to find jobs, to be able to communicate with more people, and to behave better in the world. And I know that there's some universities that are not even talking about a second language because they're assuming the United States already has 2 languages, and people shouldn't be questioning whether they learn or not Spanish. It's there and is not going to go away. So pretty much people need to speak it because that's the reality of the United States. Having a second language puts you automatically as having a master's degree. So if you're going to go to find a job and you're going to have 2 applicants who are very capable of doing what you want to do, but one of them speaks Spanish or another language and the other one doesn't, I am very, very, very positive, and I know that the person is going to look toward the person who knows another language. The requirement to go there is intermediate Spanish, because if you don't know Spanish, you're not going to be able to put into practice what you don't know. When you go to a Spanish speaker country, you're going to be immersed. Whether you like it or not, you will need to speak it. Here you talk or you listen and you are in contact with the language an hour, 2 hours, it depends on where you are. In Florida, probably you're 100% immersed, depending where. But here in Iowa, you go to classes, you take a class, you hear, you listen, you interact with other people who are learning the language with you, and the instructor who knows the language. When you go abroad, everybody's going to be speaking the language you don't know that you're trying to learn. So that right there is going to make you to practice it and to speak it, even when you are not going to be able to produce the language. You will need to do it. So the fact that you're going to be frustrated, because people feel frustrated that they want to speak fluently if they can't, that is the process of learning that they're not going to experience here, because they know they can turn around, speak English with whoever is there. Actually, one of the classes that the students are going to do in Costa Rica is actually a conversation, and the way I'm going to do it is the majority of the activities students are going to do are not in the classroom. It's outside the classroom. So I am going to give you what you need to do, but then your job is going to be out there with people from Costa Rica. So that is a totally different experience.
While taking 2 courses at the Universidad Latina de Costa Rica, students will also have many cultural opportunities such as La Fortuna Volcano and Hot Springs, world-famous Manuel Antonio Park, Pacific Beaches, a coffee plantation tour, cooking classes, Latin dance lessons, a city tour, and a service learning opportunity.